Guys, it's Thebotimus. How are ya? I'm driving, and just thought I would do a little vlog. I don't know why. I was bored. I have to go get my air conditioner looked at. I'm flipping my dials, and all of a sudden my air conditioner's not turning on. So I was slightly concerned about that. And I am planning on my vacation coming up. Vacation is coming up, and I'm going to Vegas to visit my mom and my sister. And it is really kind of cloudy here today. It's not very good weather. So I'm going to go visit them. And like I said, since they live in Vegas, it's a little warm in Vegas. A little warm in Vegas. So because of that, I have decided that I need my air conditioner to function properly. And all that junk. So I'm going to get that taken a look at. And then we're going to go from there. But God, it's really kind of... I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm going to flip this around. That's really crappy weather. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't usually vlog, let alone drive. Well, yesterday was the 4th of July, and I'm just kind of curious what you guys did. Did you have fun to hang out with family? I myself went down to LA and watched fireworks, and it was really nice, a really beautiful evening. The weather was fantastic. It wasn't too warm. Usually, I live in Huntington Beach, which is in Orange County, California, and LA's, you know, like half hour or so away from me, so I figured I'd go there. But the weather by where I live is generally 10 degrees cooler. On average, I'd say 10 degrees cooler than in LA and more inland and all that beautiful stuff. But because of that, you know, it's typically warmer. Ooh, I'm gonna run a red light. Yeah, well, is it red? Is it red? No, it's still yellow. It's still, I'm safe. I'm safe. I forgot what I was saying. Generally speaking, it's warmer in LA, and I was kind of concerned, you know, the 4th of July and everything, it'd be fairly warm. But luckily, it really wasn't all that warm. It was only maybe at most like 75 degrees. And I know that's kind of, you know, I'm sounding like I'm complaining because some of you people are in places where it's very hot. And I have a question. Anybody goes over railroad tracks? I just do this. If you go over railroad tracks, do you touch the window? I do. I don't know why. I've done it ever since I was a kid. But so tell me that too. But so what did you do for the 4th of July? And do you touch the window when you go over train tracks? That's the first question. Random thought. Woo, here we go. We're getting on the freeway. How exciting! The freeway. It's fun. Well, I'm driving on the freeway. It's the freeway. Here we go. We're going faster on the freeway. All right. My girlfriend hates how I drive on the freeway. She says that I drive too aggressive, I suppose, but I tell her, I say, you know what, we live in and around the LA area where there's a crap ton of traffic. Now, if you guys are familiar with LA at all, you know that the traffic is pretty bad. Some of you guys came down for BotCon last year, 2009, which was in Pasadena, California. 2011, Pasadena, California, BotCon. I'll be there, biatches. The traffic down here is really pretty hectic at times, especially with the rush hour traffic and such. But I tell her, I say, you know, if you don't drive, not necessarily aggressive, but defensively, then, you know, and sometimes you end up getting aggressive with that defensive mindset that, you know, you're never going to get anywhere around here. It's going to take you forever. And she's like, well, you know, it's better to get there in one piece, you know, a little bit late. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't drive the way I drive. I've always driven like this. I've been to so many places that I'm so comfortable driving, and I think I drive fairly well. The only tickets that I've ever gotten in my life were for not wearing my seatbelt. And that was back out in Michigan when they just first passed the law that they can pull you over exclusively for not wearing a seatbelt. Which I always thought was because I'm recording this with my my new iPhone 4, and it's really kind of my first attempt. I'm going to edit this. I'm going to try to edit it with iMovie, which is something I've never really gotten into. But everybody like PL says that it's fairly easy to work with. Only problem is there's no instructions that come with it, so a lot of people don't know how to use it. But apparently it's fairly easy, and I'm excited. It's going to be my first attempt, and it's going to be on my iPhone 4, which I absolutely love. I think it's a fantastic device. The review of which should be on my other channel, Thebotimus, by now. I would kind of assume. So if you are interested in my thoughts on the iPhone 4, head on over to youtube.com/Thebotimus and check out my review of this. It really kind of bothers me that Journey is now being played on oldies radio stations. I'm not a big fan of that. It means I'm old. Alright, so now I'm pulling into my garage, the place where I get my automobile. Oh, and there's a nice Shelby Cobra in here. Ooh, sexy. Sexy car, sexy car, sexy car. I like the sexy car. Alright, so we're gonna get out of here, and we're going to... And my girlfriend.